Hello and welcome to Sovereign RPG. I am Sovereign and we are back in Moonlight Sculptor today for the free-to-play Warrior series. Now if you watched my last video on the 4 to 6 million gold per hour, you'll know that I actually had 3 or 4 days where I couldn't log into the game. There were some technical issues. Firstly, the servers went down for everyone, and then a few accounts of certain people were actually not able to log into the game for even a few days after that, which is a bit of a bloody nightmare. Because I wasn't able to make any content, I wasn't able to test some stuff out for you guys, and it's been a bit shitty, but what can we do? We're back on the free-to-play Warrior. We have actually figured out some things, especially with the crafting, how it's actually kind of pointless for any free-to-play player. Now, there will be people that say it's not pointless, you can still craft. It's actually pointless to craft until much later on, until you're almost at the max level. To get your tier 4 and tier 5 gear, you'll basically be using tier 3 gear up until that point, and you can't really craft it, especially since I've been doing every raid boss that pops up. I've been doing all the PvP, I've been doing everything that I can to get all the boxes that I can, and I'm not getting the loot that I need. You can buy all this loot off of the market, but as a free-to-play player, you're obviously going to have less gold than a paid player. But for me, it's just to the point where you shouldn't even bother until you're close to max level to upgrade that gear, where it becomes super easy to farm everything. So I'm really not going to bother with it on this character until much later. Now, we have been using the event to get those goblin rods. We've been exchanging those. We've been going to the actual... Now, again, if you haven't seen that 4 to 6 million gold, 5 minutes work, check it out. We're going to do it real quick here on this free-to-play account with no bonuses. And we're going to see how much you actually make out of it. Now, we do have our guild bonuses for the extra XP dropped. We're actually going to go out. If you didn't see the video, I'm just going to show you how to do it real quick now. We're going to go into Livius. Going to go to the inn. It is actually 5 million degrees in Spain right now. Like in Barcelona, we're sitting at 33 degrees Celsius and I'm literally dying. It is so hard to make videos in this heat, just sweating it out. But we have to do what we have to do to make the videos. So let's go in here. We're going to the alchemy bench. Now, the alchemy bench is around this area in the actual Livius zone. There's one in Cereborg, there's one in Baron, there's one in Barras. They're literally in every major city. So we're just going to go and craft these radiant goblin magic wands. So we're going to have 4 of those bad boys. We're going to randomly go out to some area. Now, someone did mention with these goblin rods, the actual normal goblin rods, you can actually go inside of it. It will come up on your map as a swirly circle. You can go and steal people's stuff when they open it up. But the radiant ones, this is only for you. People can't join in. They can't steal your stuff. Just to let you guys know, because there was someone saying that people could go in and steal your stuff, so you have to do it in an area where you can't do it with the radiant goblin ones. So we're actually just going to pop it open in a city here, and we're going to go inside and we're going to clear it up, and we're going to see how much gold we got. At the moment we have 5.7 million gold. Let's see what we get at the end of this, because there were people complaining that they didn't make any money off of doing these goblin sites. So I'm just doing this now to prove a point that you can make some seriously good gold out of it. So we're sitting at 6.12 million now, and we're only halfway through it. We're going to continue on. And this is just from the gold that you're getting from these actual ones. This is definitely something that you want to look at doing, especially in your free-to-play accounts. There are people that are saying that it's not good. Now, the actual gold you're getting out of it is decent. It's literally a couple of minutes work. And you're literally getting these goblin dowsing rods from just picking them up from mobs, or you're getting them from fishing, which is another way to get those goblin rods. And you get quite a decent amount of them if you just leave the fishing on for quite a while if you want to farm some gold. It's definitely better to do it this way than it is to actually farm the condensed lightnings and that sort of stuff, which people are using right now to actually farm their gold. It's not something that I find very useful at all, considering how rare those condensed lightnings are, especially if you don't have the buffs and the bonuses for the item acquisitions, which actually goes towards those rarer items, not just every random piece of item. It allows you to get those loot items for your crafting, etc. So we ended up coming out of there with 6.5 million. So we made roughly 800k just from the gold that dropped. And the only buff that I've got for the gold is the gold elixir for 20% extra, the radiant goddess blessing, and the guild effects that we currently have on that don't come up in the buff list for some reason. Now, what I'm mainly looking to do, we did get a load of these rods here, so let's see if we can open up another one. This is the best gold farming method at the moment. Someone did mention there's a max of 30 you can get from the event, but you can still farm these. As I said, through fishing, as I said, through killing random mobs, you get quite a lot of these. I've got like 80 of them on my main sculptor account. So we were at 6.5 million. Let's see what we get out of this next one. We did get quite lucky after the server went down, and we got quite a lot of buffs and potions, etc., to be able to help us grow a little bit more, especially for those free-to-play players. It's been pretty nice. I will need to continue on the main story on this. As I said, with the actual game being down, I haven't been able to progress that much, and we've got a lot of stuff going on. I've been doing a lot of stuff with the sculptor. He's sitting at 170 now. I had a lot of catching up to do, and I'm having trouble on that account with actually like progressing to the next zone, because the next zone, for some reason, I can't keep up with the damage that's being done, even with the extra bonuses that I've got on the rings and the necklaces for the MP and HP drains. It's been a bit of a nightmare, so I'm currently farming a lower level zone. So we're going to continue on the main quest on the time run I'm going to be playing it to get the free legendary weapon that we get around about level 100 when you catch up with the main quest. It's around about level 100 you get that free legendary weapon. If the legendary weapon that we get from there isn't that great, we're actually currently saving up the gold to buy a tier 2 or a tier 3 legendary weapon from the market. So this gold farming method is actually really helpful to get towards those higher level legendary weapons and armor. So we're at 7.3 now, so we got another 800k gold from that second one. I do have a couple more, but I'll do those off screen. We do need to start getting more gold up here. We do have a lot of expectance from the giveaways and the monthly stuff, and we have a lot of these upgraded blessed scrolls and armor scrolls for us to upgrade when we do get the good gear. I'm hopefully going to be able to get up to plus 10 with what we have here, but we'll have to see how that goes. Depends on my luck. Now, since we've been breaking down a lot of the gear, dismantling a lot of stuff, we have been getting quite a lot of these actual lunarium fragments to be able to make the lunariums themselves, and we can upgrade these all the way up from the bottom. So we can upgrade the whites to greens, the greens to blues, the blues to purples, and the purples to oranges. Now, it does exponentially grow down, so it's not that great, but it definitely helps when we get that legendary gear for us to upgrade that stuff later on. We've been getting a decent amount of these gems. Now, ever since I made that video, the gems have not been selling as quickly as they were before. I should have maybe waited a little bit so we could actually grind those out. But these gems, they come from in those goblin magic wand places as well. And these can sell for quite a decent amount of money. I'm currently selling them at the lowest level on my main account. And I've actually just sold all of those right now. And just made another, let's see what we made off this account. 1 million, 2 million, 3.1 million... 4 million, 5 million, I made 6.7 million for the couple of rods that I actually did, selling those gems at the lowest level, not at the highest level. Just a quick tip for you guys. I mean, if you're going to try and sell them at the highest level, it's going to take a lot longer to sell, especially since now everyone is known about this actual gold farm. It may get nerfed pretty soon because it is pretty damn good. So I'm hoping by the next episode, we will actually have our legendary weapon. I'm going to catch up on that. I'm going to catch up and do all the side quests and the hidden quests to get extra stuff. I do need to farm some bosses to actually upgrade my skills to the next level because I'm slightly lagging behind on that one. I need to start upgrading these ones. So I'm going to stick it on overnight and just kill a boss a load of times and get a load of those upgrade materials. The actual essence of enlightenment, going to farm those out and upgrade to the next level for these guys. We did manage to get the actual earrings. I bought the shadow earrings from the market. We got HP drain at 200. I need to re-roll that until we get the 300, but for now the 200 is more than fine. Everything else is pretty much the same. We haven't upgraded anything yet. We're going to start upgrading the Baldur's plated gloves soon, but we need to unlock some more stuff on here. We do have the MP drain. I need to grab some more additionals on there. Right, so that's all we have for today for the free-to-play Warrior series. This is where we're at and what we're going to be doing over the next couple of days. I hope you found this helpful. Remember to like and sub if you haven't already. Fly safe and avoid local chat scams.
I want to say a huge thank you to all my patrons. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to continue doing what I'm doing. If you'd like to find out how to become a patron and how to get early access to my content, please look down in the description. Fly safe and avoid local chat scams.